My name is Charles A. Hester Jr., also known as Chalo. I'm a platinum selling producer, instructor, mentor, and father. And some of the highlights of my music career is I co-produced a record called A Millie by Lil Wayne. I also produced a record by the name of Drop that got millions and millions of views, originally done by an artist by the name of Rich Boy, but really took off from the remixes. Artists such as Earl Sweatshirt, Donald Glover, who stars in the hit series ATL, who actually won a couple of Golden Globes for his performance on the series. Also Kid Cudi, who did an amazing job, along with Cassidy. The music industry is a very, very rough industry, and I've been truly blessed to have instructors and mentors in my own life. One being one person that I consider my big brother and, dear friend, Teddy Riley. When things really got rough for me, dealing with the whole Millie thing and just a number of different issues that I had ended up encountering, Teddy was really there for me. He was one of my biggest advocates and continues to be my dear friend.
Teddy Riley, and I'm here to endorse the most incredible sample pack that I ever heard, vocal sample pack. And it's made by my man, Jalo, who's responsible for A Millie. This dude deserves the credit that's due to him, that a lot of people stole. You know who you are.
So I also decided to become an instructor and mentor. I think that it's extremely important to give back, and my mother, God bless her, she was the best thing that I believe God ever could have breathed into my life. And I think that she always taught me to give back. Give people what you want and give people what you've been given that's positive. And so I basically started going around and speaking and teaching and instructing, young people. It really comes down to being able to help young people, being able to take them to the next level, because they're not going to hear you. And one of the things that I found that has been so effective for me is because I relate to them through music. No matter what people think, all young people relate to music. For instance, I got a job at a small school while in Atlanta, teaching music production and leadership, and one of my students was Torian. Torian was just this amazing young man. Even though he had some issues maybe at some other schools, all he would do is go around singing and dancing, and all I would do is impute the information that I had learned, into him. He turned out to do so many different things. I mean, he's in the barbershop movie with Ice Cube. He went on to, sign with Lil Wayne. He went on to just huge things in his career, and I'm just so happy that I was able to impute this information in him so that he could take his career to the next level. It was all about building him. Lyndon, another one of my students that came to the school, and he just had this amazing aura about him, but he had some, difficulty at another school. And he just turned out to just be this awesome young man. I mean, he grew up without a father, so there were some things that, God allowed me to, impute in him as a young man, so I'm just grateful for those things. And when it came to the music, he not only excelled musically, but he excelled academically. You couldn't do the music without the academics in place as well. So he did what he had to do to see his dreams start to come to fruition. Aaron. I actually got Aaron when he was about 10, and he was just another awesome young man, but he had some anger issues as he was growing up, because I think he wanted a real relationship with his father also. Though his dad was present physically, he wasn't there, mentally for some time. And so I remember one time he wanted to go to a basketball game, and his dad wasn't able to take him, and so he asked me to take him. And we went, and we just had this most amazing time. We just had the most amazing time. And his father came and thanked me for it. And ever since then, at that point, his father and his relationship changed. And so I'm so grateful that, God allowed me to be a part of that and helping mend their relationship. And so now he's gone on to Morehouse, and he'd always wanted to be a politician. So here he is at, at one of the top in his class at Morehouse College. He's, going on, moving forward in his career as a politician and being able to create, situations for the community and the people that are in the United States as a whole to better their lives so that one such as himself is able to impute change. So I'm very grateful for just being a part of his journey as well. JP. When I got JP, I got him at the age of 14, and he was just this kid that, he was a big kid, and he always wanted to play football. And now he did have some issues that he'd gone through as well, dealing with some family things, but he was just a driven guy. Sometimes he may not have, been going in the right direction, and that's why I believe God had me, help him in that area. So now he's playing for Iowa State and well on his way. I mean, he is doing extremely well where he is now in life, and I'm so proud of him. And I definitely know that one day we'll see him in the NFL. I believe it.